everybody, and welcome. We are so excited. It is springtime. We are getting ready to travel some more. Vaccinations are starting to kind of kick in for those of us that want it. Those of us who are looking to travel just with COVID testing, that's cool too. Well, I thought I would bring you guys one of my dearest colleagues, Lauren Harris, who is going to talk to us about Virgin Voyages. Now, this is Richard Branson's baby. So we know that this is going to be like no other. So with that, Lauren, take it away. This is your space.
Thank you. Thanks so much. And thank you guys so much for tuning in, and Lulu for having me. I'm really excited to share this with you all. As you mentioned, it's Richard Branson's baby. And although this is probably the longest pregnancy ever, now that we've been delayed for a year and we've been talking about this amazing brand for over 3, we're one step closer. But what I wanted to start with, and you touched on vaccines and everything a minute ago, I wanted to start with our Voyage Well program and what it will look like when we get back in the water and how we will sail safely. The number one thing being testing goals and vaccinations. And for Virgin and Virgin Voyages and Richard Branson, all the way down, we really support the idea of everybody getting vaccinated. And so we will require that our crew and anybody sailing with us to also be vaccinated, along with all of these other great standard procedures that will be in place. One of the things I want to highlight is our Atmos air system. It's an air filtration system, kills 99.9% of all viruses in the air. And then our other major technology standpoint that is cool, but it's also safe, is the contactless ban. So on board, you won't have to touch a dirty room key or handles or sign bar tabs or touch pens or anything like that. Everything will be able to be done through the band, which is really nice. So along with cleaning all of the time and all of those things, very cool.
And that's amazing, because I know I've been to many all-inclusives where I always still have to bring out my room key and I still have to wear a band, right? So here's an opportunity where your band is actually your key as well. So great, kudos on that for just being able to easily manage all of that. So I'm excited. So let's talk a little bit about sailing the Virgin Way, because it's very different. It's not your standard cruise.
Correct. And so when we set sail the Virgin Way, that really speaks to Virgin as a brand. And if you've experienced any other Virgin company, whether it be the hotels or the airplanes, Virgin America when we had it, or Virgin Atlantic when you go across the pond, it's a very different experience from the lighting and the mood and the attitude. And what we've done is we've taken all of the best things about Virgin and compiled them into a couple different categories, one of them being adult by design. So you must be 18 plus to sail with us.
No kids.
No kids. And after a year in quarantine with my newborn at the time, who is now a year and a half, I can't wait for a vacation like this. But it goes beyond just that. It goes into a more advanced palette. We don't have to have chicken fingers and fries on every menu, and we can have hammocks out on our balconies and just all of these different things that you have to think about when there's kids around, that we're free to explore and do other things.
And you can look at the entire atmosphere of the ship itself is really adult, caters to adults. It's that, as you call it, that boutique glamour.
Yes, exactly. And so that filters into the vibe of the ship and how we want it to feel like a boutique luxe hotel. It is a beautiful floating vessel where everything will always draw your eye to the sea. But when you're looking around inside too, you'll see that it's very chic and it's glam, and the lighting always plays an important part too. And the ship is just absolutely incredible. You will not feel like you have cabin fever where you have that same carpet on every single deck. Instead, it'll feel like a very small, intimate, floating city.
Yeah, and that's super awesome. And when you want to relax, you still relax in luxury.
Exactly. So whenever anybody asks me, well, where do you fit on the cruising spectrum? I do all of these different cruises, but where do you lie? And where we lie is what we like to call in a category called relaxed luxe. And what that means is we're free from formality. We're free from all of the stuffiness that sometimes is associated with a luxe company where you have forced formal nights or a dress code or very strict dining times. And for us, and especially for Richard Branson, he always says, you can't have the best time of your life if you're uncomfortable. So show up in what makes you feel good.
And that is so true. Like when you're uncomfortable, you're like, So guys, if you're listening to this, this means that yes, you can wear your Bermuda shorts, you can wear some nice shoes and just still relax, and have that beach kind of vibe, but still be able to again just
exactly. That the service is there and the food is incredible and the drinks, but you don't have to be in a bow tie if you're a guy. You don't have to wear tails. You don't have to wear sequins unless you want to, which some nights you totally do. And that's available no matter what your vibe is. So we also turn the ordinary into extraordinary, along with those different things that we've done to try to set ourselves apart. So one of those things that we talked about was the band, and that's just a small piece of the technology that we've built into the ship. And it goes furthermore into what we call our clever cabins, where everything happens like magic. Your air temperature, it just changes, and your lighting, it just changes.
Awesome.
The inclusions that we have, the on us value promo, that it's there all of the time. We don't want you to ever feel like there's hidden fees or we're nickeling and diming you, or that that you're floating on a ship and now we got you, and if you want a beer, you're going to pay whatever the price is because you like a beer. Instead, we want you to feel like every dollar that you are spending has an incredible value. So what's included? All of your meals. There's no specialty restaurants. We have 20 plus what we call eateries on board, and you can eat in as many of them as often as you'd like. They're open early. They stay open very late. Some of them are 24 hours. And you can dine whenever, wherever with no upcharge. Our gratuities, there's no tips. So anything that there is a charge for, whether you're in the spa, getting a spa service, your hair blown out, or a tip at bar, close out at the bar, no tips, no tax, whatever the price is. There's no hidden fees or little secret add-ons at the end.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. So never any surprises other than good surprises. We also believe that Wi-Fi is a basic human right, and everybody's going a mile a minute, right?
Well, you're to relax.
You want to stay connected as you want.
Chill and disconnect.
Yeah, and you can do that as much as you'd like, but if you'd like to create a little bit of envy for your friends back at home, you can snap that Insta, post it, and then go back to your fabulous day. But it's there for those that want to use it as much as they like.
And that whole
entertainment included.
It's all about the Instagram pictures, isn't it?
It is such an Instagrammable ship, like unbelievably Instagrammable, that sometimes you may want to post like every other minute on your story. And the nice thing is you don't have to wait till you're in an American port to be like, oh, I have 7 days worth of photos that I'm now going to dump on all of my followers or pay $50 extra for it.
That's awesome. So, and you got great partying all day, all night. So there are plenty of entertainment options. Are you a wellness guru? You've got your workouts and everything else that really hits you. So you've got everything. But then
we've got everything.
Your beverages. Let's talk a little bit about how you guys do beverages differently from everybody else.
Yeah, for sure. So all of your basic bevies are included. That's your flat and sparkling water, your soda, drip coffee, tea. No need to buy a goofy soda package or anything for $7 a day, or just drink it and it's yours. It's there. However, for those that want to purchase premium beverages, what we've done is we took a step back and we said, we don't want anybody that's buying any type of drink package to feel like they're subsidizing the drinking for the whole ship. So you don't want to feel like you purchased something and now you've got to get your money's worth, right? You done all of the math and you're like, if I have 17 and a half drinks today, every single day, I will get my money's worth.
Exactly.
Instead, yes. So instead, what we've said is let's just make drinks at a fair and reasonable price, very similar to a mid-sized city here in Dallas. They're very comparable to what our prices are. Not the most expensive, but, not your very smallest city either. And we've created Bar Tab. And that's our explanation for the drink package. It's $300 for every $300 that you spend. We'll give you an extra 50, or during some of our promotions, we'll give you an extra 100. That's the only red tape around it.
Okay, that makes it nice and simple. So
yeah,
let's talk about all the different ports that we can do. So we've got the Caribbean. So and hopefully we'll be starting off in Miami rather soon. I hear the CDC might be changing our rules soon. Crossing our fingers for that.
We hope. We can only hope, right? We are ready to go. We are building a port in Miami, so Scarlet Lady will port in her beautiful home at the very edge of Port Miami year-round. And we also have Valiant Lady that will be there in the winter. So between the two of them, you'll always leave out of Miami. On Scarlet, you'll always visit the Beach Club at Bimini, which is absolutely incredible. And then she has 4 and 5 night options. Valiant Lady has a little bit longer options in the East and Western Caribbean. You can either do a 6 or an 8 night there. Nice thing is you can always, in almost every port, we stay very late. So I'll highlight just quickly Cozumel, or what we call Riviera Maya. We dock in Cozumel, but we're there so late, we truly allow you to explore all of the best parts of that area. So you can go to Tulum, or you can go to Playa del Carmen, or you can go down to Isla Mujeres. You have time to do all of that and still make it back to the ship on time. So it's truly more expansive than just Cozumel or just Costa Maya. And then, of course,
awesome, because now you really get cultural immersion off the boat.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's the Caribbean in a nutshell. Really cool ports, really cool shore things or shore experiences that we offer, in all of them, hundreds and hundreds. So,
and this is a screenshot of what you guys will see at the club at Bimini. So you guys really need to kind of understand that this is truly exclusive just for the cruisers. So, or I should say sailors, because really when you're on a Virgin, you're a sailor.
You're a sailor. We have a special name for everything. But yes, it's an exclusive beach club. It rivals some of the most badass nights in the beach clubs that you see in Miami and in Barcelona or in Greece. So we're really excited about what the Beach Club at Bimini is going to offer for everyone too.
And speaking of Europe, here is where you can spend some of your summers on the Mediterranean.
Yeah, so we have a ton of options here on Valiant Lady in the summers, and she does 3 different itineraries. The highlight here is that it overnights in Ibiza on every single itinerary. So if you've been before, you know that the nightlife in Ibiza makes that city come alive more than and very different than it does during the day. And so you have the ability to take full advantage of Ibiza. And then the other one on one of the itineraries that overnights in Monte Carlo. Like, you could have an itinerary with 2 overnights in the most bomb cities and just have the best night of your life, and then come back to Scarlet and have the rest of or Valiant and have the best trip ever.
And I got to tell you, for those of you guys who've never been to Monte Carlo at night, it is exactly what James Bond makes it feel like.
Yes, so exactly.
I've been there at different ages of my life, and I can tell you that it's still classical, and it's just amazing. And it's a must. You must experience it, period. There's nothing else I can tell you. So as soon as the borders open, this has got to be on your bucket list.
For sure. We're so excited about it.
Yeah. And so we're also talking about going into the Adriatic and into Greece.
Yeah, so earlier this year on International Women's Day, we announced our 3rd ship, Resilient Lady, and she will be sailing out of Athens on 2 separate itineraries that do the Adriatic and the Baltic.
And
So two
and that's
7-night itineraries.
that's so amazing. So guys, I mean, listen, our governments are talking about opening borders. So really kind of go, what can we do? And it really is an amazing opportunity to enjoy, from Richard's rooftop, right? All of the beautiful things that you can see and all the ports that you can go to.
Yes. So one of those exclusive spots on board Scarlet or Valiant or Resilient is Richard's rooftop. And so the idea is up here you have that exclusive space for your suite sailors or your suite guests, and it has amazing sail away parties and bites and amazing cocktails and just an incredible view of the ocean. You truly feel like you're on a super yacht up here.
And that's super awesome. And so let's talk a little bit about the food, right? Because this being Richard, food has to be up to par.
It has to not only be up to par, it has to blow everybody away. And this is my passion. I could talk about food for the next 2 days, but I'll keep it to the highlights. So the best things about the way that we have approached dining: no buffets, no main dining room. So you're not eating with 800 of your closest friends. You're eating exactly like you would in the chicest city in any town or in any country. And like I said, we have 20 plus eateries. Every restaurant has a bar. Every restaurant has its own. Oh, I guess we're going through a couple of them.
Let's go to the wake.
Yeah, we can go into the wake. So steak and seafood here, very opulent. One of those places you may want to wear sequins that night, but you don't have to. You may just want to go country club casual, whatever. So yeah, seafood towers, amazing steaks here, craft cocktails, Razzle Dazzle, our vegetarian forward restaurant, which has all of these really whimsical and fun menu items. My favorite part of Razzle Dazzle is that it also has a naughty list. So if you'd like to throw that piece of fried chicken on your salad or have a real burger, you can find that on the naughty list.
That is so awesome. And now we have the test kitchen. I love it, right? Because it makes you feel like people are just going to try something out and let's see if they like it.
That's almost exactly what it is. So the menu here, it's a set menu, and it reads like an ingredients list. So you have no idea what is about to come out until it's placed in front of you. And there's 5 to 6 different courses every night. And with it, it's just something that you've never tried before. It might say blue cheese, scallops, and chocolate. And you're like, what are they going to do with all 3 of these together? And it just comes out.
Blue cheese and chocolate. Wow. I got to think about that one. My market basket from days of culinary school are coming to me. I'm going, okay, what do I do here?
Yes, it's like the best episode of Chopped, right?
Exactly. That is so awesome.
Yeah, so another fun one. This is one where if you want to have a really fun social night out, Gunbae, which means bottoms up in Korean, is our Korean barbecue. So we will feed you shots of soju, which is Korean liquor. We will provide you with Korean drinking games. You will cook delicious food at the table. It's just so lively and energetic here. And the best way to break the ice is through alcohol. So you'll make all of your new best friends here at Gunbae.
And that's awesome. And if you really want to eat just, the 2 of you or your crew that has come with you on the boat, you can do that too.
You can, absolutely. And so here, with most tables where you're cooking at them, there is some type of social element to it, especially in COVID times. I'm sure it'll be more spread out than what we had originally imagined. But yes, I mean, always at a safe distance, and we're never going to force any type of fun on you.
So if you're watching another party, you can watch from afar and you can go, hey, they're having fun over there. Look at that.
Exactly.
So let's talk about Pink Agave.
Pink Agave, our upscale Mexican restaurant. What you see in front of you is the most important part to me, is your tequila and mezcal tasting bar. But the most incredible menu. For me, I was like, upscale Mexican, it'll be great. Everyone that was on the transatlantic and the few that were able to sample it early last year said This menu is out of this world. Absolutely incredible. Flavors from Mexico City. So not like the Tex-Mex that we have here in Texas, but your true, authentic Mexican dishes.
And that's awesome. So again, so you've got cultural immersion right on the boat. So it's a beautiful thing.
Exactly.
So now we go to extra virgin.
Extra virgin. You can't have any type of vacation without having your hearty Italian. So that's what you'll find here. Family style dishes, amazing pastas, and my favorite, the rare Italian wine tasting program. So you can sample all of these rare wines while you have your fabulous Italian dishes. There's some of the rooms here, and you would think that Tony Soprano's back there.
Wow, look at that. Yeah. Now, I really fell in love with this. Lick me till ice cream. Love it.
It's not a virgin party unless we have our own play on words. So Lick Me Till Ice Cream is where you'll find our ice cream shop. And nothing else.
This is awesome. This alone just makes me want to go. I mean, I've been wanting to go on your on your ships, and of course, you know, with the pandemic and all the cancellations, I am just waiting for us being able to go. So whether the borders are opening and I'm going to try this in the Mediterranean or I'm going to try this on the U.S. side, I really can't wait. And you guys will find me taking lots of pictures, lots of videos. And lick me till.
Love it. Yeah.
So for those of us who love beer, there's a draft house.
We have the draft house. So this is where you'll find all of our beers on tap. And so now we're going to veer into the drinkeries part of it. So we have eateries and then we have drinkeries. So draft house where you can catch your casual favorite beer on draft. We bring in our influences from London and the UK, where they're known for their pubs, and so this is our take on a pub.
So awesome. The Loose Cannon.
The Loose Cannon, and this place has got some big surprise and delight here if you're there at the right time.
I'm waiting for the saloon doors.
It is. If you want to feel like you are on the chicest pirate ship and you are the hottest Elizabeth Swan in town, you'll want to go to the Loose Cannon. And that's about all I can say about it.
This is a party place, guys. Definitely got to go. And now on the rocks makes me think of like the after party.
It is more of your cocktail lounge. So it's where you would get like a whiskey on the rocks or different great cocktails. This is a great spot to go before dinner or after dinner, those in between before you go to a show, or you just want a chill place to have an amazing drink and just feel kind of elevated and like you're in a really hot space downtown.
Yeah, you're a private lounge, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly.
And so now
this is our bubble bar. Yes, so we are all about champagne at Virgin Voyages. You can take your phone, literally, like this, shake it, and champagne will show up wherever you are.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Excuse me, I'd like the champagne. Here's my phone.
Do a quick shake. And so with technology like that, of course, we have to have a bubbles bar on board too. So that's what you'll find at Zip.
That is awesome. So, and here's a recap of the bar tab that we talked about earlier.
Yes. So just to touch on it really quickly, there's no red tape around it like you would find with other drink package programs. For every $300 that you spend, we'll give you either an extra $50 or $100 with the promotion we have going on right now. And that you can buy your buddies around. You can share it among cabins. You can buy 5 bar tabs. There's no limits around how many you can buy or who you can buy it for or what you can spend it on. And the possibilities are endless. People always ask me, they're like, well, what happens if I don't spend it all? I'm like, well, if you didn't spend it all, you didn't have a very good time. You can spend it on literally the only red tape around it is it has to be a beverage, but it can be fresh pressed juice and it can be premium coffees or a cappuccino. But most people will spend a majority on their alcohol. But if you're coming up on the end, get an amazing bottle of wine. Yep, bottle service at the manor. So
Exactly.
there's endless.
That's super awesome. So let's recap really quickly. The sailors, which you guys who are going to be on the ship with me at some point, you all have to be over 18, but that's the only requisite.
That's the only, you have to be over 18, the median age here. And so if you click it a couple of times, you'll see that it'll bring up all the stats. But this just kind of gives an identity to who has been booking with us lately. The sweet spot for age is somewhere in the mid-30s, mid-60s. They love the idea of an adult-only experience. They love the idea of the different lengths of itineraries, whether they're still working and have a limited amount of vacation time to spend, or have obligations that, you can't stay away from your kids for too long. So we have all of the options there that's really appealing, and you don't have to bring your kids. And then it really, when it comes to everything else, it's kind of split down the middle. A little more women, because we see a lot of girls trips, a lot of 40th, 50th birthday parties, some divorce parties. So
I see.
If anybody else is looking for a cruiser.
Ladies, gents, when you are ready to say, I'm ready for my new life, yes, this is a cruise you want to go on.
Really, any type of celebration is what we're finding a lot of. And then, what I thought was interesting is 60% of them have children at home. So 60% of the people are like, it's time to get away.
Yeah, it's time for adult time. Yes, yes, absolutely. So this is super awesome. Thank you so much for sharing all of these, amazing pieces about Virgin. I'm so excited. I can't wait so that we can actually go and be on the cruise. And of course, hey, you guys, you want to go with me? I'm all game. I swear to God, we're going to set this up and we are going to do a party, whether it's in the Mediterranean or whether it's here in the US. We're going.
I'm going to be on that one. It sounds so fun. So I can't wait to see who comes on board with you. It'll be a party for sure.
Absolutely. So, Lauren, is there anything else that you'd like to share with the viewers?
Yeah. So we have a promotion going on right now, and it is going to end April 30th. So if you haven't started thinking about a vacation for even into 2022, now's a good time to get it on the books. It's our richest offer ever. It's 10% off all sailings, an extra $100 on your bar tab, and up to $400 in onboard credit, which is just, another way to make it an even more extravagant vacation. So we have that.
You can get a couple spa treatments in there included. That's what I see.
Absolutely. That's what I see too.
What a great value. So, you're watching this outside of the April timeframe, because obviously this is an evergreen piece of the puzzle. I'd love to just kind of have you guys know that there's always something going on with Virgin.
Always. We're always shaking something up.
Exactly. That is super awesome. Well, Lauren, thank you so much again for sharing with us. So excited. Can't wait to get on. And thank you.
Yes, thank you for having me. So good to chat.
Yes, likewise. So namaste, everybody. Until the next time. Bye.
Bye.